Hello and welcome. I'm Gemma, the Cozy Planner Girl, and normally on YouTube I do digital plan with me's, but as you can tell from the title, doing something exciting today. We're going to StationeryFest. I'm very excited to go. I went to the very first one in 2019. I was going to go to last year's, but unfortunately I wasn't well, so I couldn't go. But this year I've decided to go all out. I've got a VIP ticket. Yeah, I'm excited. I figured out last night, this is my 7th planner event that I've been to, so I'm not new at this. But this is the biggest one I've been to, like a lot bigger. There's like 99 stalls. Gosh knows how many people are going to be in like the workshop talk area. But yeah, I'm excited, and I thought I would bring you along. I don't know how this is going to go. I will try my best to capture everything. But yeah, so it is 20 to 8. I want to leave in about 10-15 minutes. I'm very lucky in the fact that I live in Greater Manchester. I live in Oldham, and I can just get on the tram, and it takes about 40-45 minutes. So I want to get on the tram for like near 8 o'clock. I haven't had any breakfast apart from breakfast bar. But there is a Greggs around the corner from Manchester Central, so I'm gonna go to Greggs when I get off the tram. So yes, so come along, and I hope you like the video. So let's go. Smiles, loads of purchases already, I can see, it's amazing. So I've got the kind of housekeeping, kind of opening bit. I've got some information to share with you, so, but yeah, I just wanted to say thank you, for making this happen, and, I'm really pleased to see every single one of you, thank you so much. So, if any of you don't know, my name is Becca, or Becky. Planner UK, and so PlannerFest started in 2019. Who was there in 2019? It looked very different, didn't it? We were in a beautiful old building, but it had a leaky roof. It was not ideal, so we've come a long way from there. Obviously last year we moved to Manchester Central, and obviously introduced JournalFest and StationeryFest, and then obviously here. If you were here last year, you can see the growth and the kind of interest that we've had, which is brilliant to see more brands and more shopping out there as well, isn't it? So, and this room has grown, of course, as well. So really great to have you here.
Am I on? Hello, everybody. I just want to apologise because I have a cold, so I sound a bit stuffed up, so apologies for that. But thank you so much for coming and listening to me talk about my planner. So I just wanted to do a bit of an introduction. So I grew up in West Yorkshire, but I now live in London. I did a foundation art degree in Manchester and then a BA in textile design at Chelsea College of Art. So I've always been quite a creative person and have always enjoyed doing lots of colour mixing and just playing with paper. I think I've always made lists. Even as a child, I was a very list-based child. I got my first Hobonichi in 2022. That was kind of my gateway into planner world. Was a Hobonichi Weeks. And I just completely fell down a rabbit hole after that, as I'm sure many others have done with planners. And I just really fell in love with journaling and stationery and keeping a planner. It just really helps me stay together. And it's become a really big part of my life because I now have a YouTube channel where I talk about this stuff. I'm very grateful that I can be here. So, that's a bit about me. So, my talk is about the Big Book of Everything, which I have a Hobonichi cousin. This is a spring start one, so it starts in March. It starts in April and runs through till the end of March next year. I have this system because at the beginning of this year, I had a journal and I had a planner separately, and I felt really overwhelmed with it all. It was just too much stuff. I'm a knitter. I love to knit and I love to read as well. So I felt like I just wasn't dedicating enough time to those other hobbies because I was just filling out almost like an unnecessary amount of journaling to fill up the pages, because an A5 book it's not gigantic, but it's quite a big page, right? So this system was kind of my way to slim everything down, so I wasn't spending so much time writing. I have most of my script stickers are from Planner Monkey Co. I just really like the typewriter font that she does, and they blend really nicely into the
products feature my own original handwriting, which is over on the screen. Products with my handwriting are sold in lots of independent shops, and then some of the really exciting names, such as Oliver Bonus and Brontë Mason. And in the past, I used to work in weddings, and on one occasion, I got to write place settings for Courtney Love and Florence Welch, which was like a real, oh my god, what is happening moment. So it's my handwriting that got me that job. Thank you so much. Embrace it. So some of the things I do to exercise and play different styles is I write the word as wide as possible and then as cramped up as possible. I'll split it out. So the word kind of splits nicely into two. So you've got the C-O-U-R and the G-E-T-T-E. So I'm going to practice writing those bits separately and then joining them up. Where you've got the C, you could squash some of the letters back inside it. You can try joining absolutely everything together or absolutely nothing together. Another one that's really good in my Roren is closing your eyes and just writing the word relaxed with your eyes closed and seeing what your hand actually wants to do and not focus on it. So it kind of frees up your hand.
Story I'm going to tell you today. So it takes us back in time a bit. I should point out I don't have my print out of notes, so I am slightly on the fly here, but I think we'll be okay. So it's 800 years of amazing stationery. We're going to go back in time first to about the year, God knows when, about 1200, and we'll travel around a bit. And the aim, why am I here?
So, who has done gem printing before? Love it? Not love it? Too messy? Love it? And if you haven't done so, you've got, so in your table, I believe there is a basket or a box of little bits and pieces that you can use to make tapes. You've got stencils, you've got daubers, you've got colored pens that you can use. You can use stamps, and I've played around in the last few months with it. And if you don't have a jelly plate, you can also just use like an old card to scrape the paint on. So I think.
Following that, we have pink 105.
That'll be us if one of us were actually winning.
Yeah, the rest of the table, like the whole table.
Next, we have blue 45.
Finally!
Following that, we have the orange colour 285.
No,
I can't believe she actually got one.
I know.
I wonder what she picked.
Stickers.
Yeah. Yellow 108.
Is there many prizes there?
So there's about
30 left.
maybe 30.
There's like a lot left on the table. Wow.
Pink 35.
You serious?
Yeah.
You've just come back.
Who's stuck?
Stuck on the chair.
Wait. There you go.
Next, orange 295.
I never win anything.
I know. You just finished saying that as well.
Fine, yeah. Following that, we're on to green 256.
Well, that was a shock.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Oh gosh.
No, I don't see next one, happy. Next is pink 116.
You miss I never win anything.
Next is blue 108.
Because I'm vlogging, that's why. It's the vlogging gone. I've literally been vlogging the whole entire raffle.
Green 28.
No.
You? Orange?
Yeah.
No, was it
Orange, yeah, orange. 328.
What was that?
What was it?
Orange 328.
I can't hear the number.
It's just gonna
Next we
have.
have orange again 335.
Now with the lucky table.
Wow, you guys are. Yeah. It's just gonna have me like complaining about green numbers.
Next, pink again 257. For like spending the day with us. I hope you've all had a brilliant day. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. Can I say a huge thank you to to the team here. As I say, it's a family affair. This is my sister Helen, who's a school teacher. This is Jessie, who just graduated from her degree with a first class degree. This is Paul, my dad. This is Helen. This is my daughter, my middle child, Sophie, who has been really helpful in the lead up to the event. Has been making bracelets and everything, hasn't he? And he's been a superstar. This is Sheryll, who's an absolute superstar, who's managed the registration out there. And then there's also special thanks to Sarah and Emily, who've been voted helping us today as well. But there's also Helen Brady, Liz Brady, who are not here. It's a mammoth affair. Even just packing the goodie bags, I think it took about 10 hours, didn't it, or something? So it took a long time. So, but thank you everyone for being here. Thank you so much. And provisional date of next year, we've got obviously some number crunching to do, but definitely the 12th of July is provisionally held by the venue. So I hope you'll all mark it in your diaries. Again, the number crunching might dictate whether it could be, it still will stay as 1 day or whether it might be 2 days. I'd love to know your feedback on that. It might be that it's 1 day of StationeryFest, 1 day VIP, or so I'd love to know your feedback. I'll get together a feedback form, and I'd love maybe a survey to kind of see and help me to decide how we can take this forward, really. So, so no promises yet, I'm afraid, but yeah, so I'll be in touch, but just to say thank you, enjoy the shopping. We've got to be out by 6, but you've got until 6 if you've got more shopping to do. Obviously a huge thing, the small businesses, the independent businesses, the larger businesses here, all of them, you know, thank you for all the support that you're giving them, all the likes, all the shares, all the comments, all the, you know, spending with them as well. Like, that's, you know, what this is all about, really, supporting those businesses. So, you know, making sure that everyone has a good day. So attendees and businesses alike. So, thank you so much. See you next year.
Sorry, just one more thing. I just think I'd like to just jump in, and I'm sure on behalf of everybody, just to say a big thank you to Bex. I can't believe a mum of 3 works full time and she's still put on this. Thank you, everybody.
Hello, it is the next day. I was so tired by the time I got home. It was about 8 o'clock. The event ended at 6. I decided to get something to eat up in Manchester, and there was a whole thing with the tram getting home. There was a police incident, so I hope everyone was okay. But yeah, by the time I got home I was knackered, so I didn't want to do like an outro. Looked a bit dishevelled. But I had a really good day. I saw a lot of friendly faces that I already knew from like past events and friends in like the business community and everything. So it was lovely to see them. And then I had a table full of lovely girls. It was lovely to meet them. So if you're watching, hi table 22. Yeah, it was a really good day. Like I said, I've been to a few planner events before. This is the biggest one, and it was set up very different to the others. So if you saw, like, all the VIPs were in like one room, and all day in that room was just talks, and then there was a separate room that I showed you, and it was like a creative station thing. I can't remember what it was called. I'll put it up on screen if I remember. And they were more like workshop type things. Like you saw, I was putting some stamps in my bullet journal. But all the other planner events that I've been to, you just stay in one room and it's like you have a talk and then a couple of workshops, then a talk and a couple of workshops. So it was very different to what I'd been to before. And I went to PlannerFest's very first event in 2019, and I can't really remember what it was like, but I feel it was like that, where it was like a talk and then an activity and a talk and activity, and that's what I'm used to, and that's kind of what I prefer, because like the talks were like interesting. One or two might have gone on for a little bit too long, but I think because you weren't really doing anything. But yeah, I still enjoyed it, But there was one issue that I did have, and that was lunch. So bear in mind, my ticket for the VIP access cost £90. You could pay it in instalments, that's still a lot of money. And as you saw, my lunch was a sandwich, and then I had a brown paper bag, and in that was an apple, bottle of water, packet of crisps and a flapjack. I honestly felt like I was on a school trip. Kind of reminded me of being on a school trip, and yeah, when I've been to other planner events, and like for example last year I went to Southwest Planner Club and it was a weekend event. It was amazing. I wish I could go this year, I really wish I could, but I can't afford it because last month I lost my job. Yay. So I'm still looking for a job. But yeah, our lunch, like the first night was like a hog roast sort of thing, and then the lunch the next day was a carvery, and it was only a little bit more than the ticket for yesterday, so I was expecting a lot more for my lunch rather than a sandwich and packet crisp, apple, you know. I don't know, I might have been on my own. And also I mostly had to stand up to have my lunch because there wasn't enough chairs. So it was, you know, like when you go to a bar and it's like the standing up tables. I had part of my lunch there until someone left and I could take a seat. So I don't know whether that was bad management of the event centre or they just didn't put out enough tables. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, I do have experience of events. My degree is in events management, so I know what goes into these events. I've worked at conferences. They are planned out like meticulously. So for something like that, when you have like about, what was it, like 250 people in a room, you know, everyone's going to want lunch. I was just surprised that the lunch area didn't have as many tables. So yeah, that was just like my biggest bugbear of the day was the lunch. But apart from that, I really enjoyed it. As you saw, I won 2 raffle prizes. Don't know how that happened. Very rarely win, like ever. I have like the worst luck. But yeah, it was a really fun day. I looked at all the footage last night, so I think this will have gone on for a bit long. So I wanted to film what you got in your goodie bag and what I bought and everything like that, like table gifts. But I think this is going to be too long, so I'll put that in a separate video. And yeah, if you're wondering, I am wearing a Shania Twain t-shirt because today it's her Legends spot at Glastonbury, and I love Shania Twain. I'm a big country music fan, so I can't wait to watch it. So even though I'm not at Glastonbury, I'm still supporting Shania. But yeah, I would definitely like to go again next year to StationeryFest. Like I said, I really wanted to go to Southwest Planner Club, but I couldn't afford both of them. So I'm thinking next year I will go to Southwest Planner Club and just pay for the like general admission, just going around the shops at StationeryFest. I think I might like interchange them next year. Although, Bex, if you're watching, I would love to do a talk on digital planning because I have some exciting things in the works, which I was talking to a few girls about it yesterday, and they seemed really excited and everything. So look out for that. I will be vlogging it all. Yeah, this is the first like proper vlog that I've done like out in the open in public, so I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it came across well, and I hope if you are thinking of going to StationeryFest next year that you've got like a good idea what it would be like. That's why I wanted to film this. I wanted to make sure you had a good understanding what £90 gave you. So yes, so thank you for watching. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when you can look through the goodie bag and what I bought and my also exciting next adventure. And I will see you soon. Thank you for watching and stay cozy.